Starting lineup for your Weyburn Goldwings. Forward number 21, Kristen Modesto. Number 19, Skylar McNichol. Number 8, Chelsea Madsen. Number 12, Emily Gannon. Starting again, number 3, Macy Patterson. We also like to welcome today's seventh player brought to you by Gold. Kenneth, 4 years old, down from the Weyburn statue, and U7 players. And so we're going to get some defense number 14, Rickson. Please stand and remember.
Okay, welcome folks. It is January 10th, 2026. I probably put the name on YouTube as 2025. I still haven't adjusted. But we have your Weyburn Goldwings here at the Whitecap Resources Center versus the Notre Dame Hounds. 2 games in a row, one tonight and one tomorrow at 1 p.m. Out of the lineup for the Goldwings, Macy Gronewagen and Cameron Kish. Keela Boyd also not dressed, so we got Patterson in net. Starting off, we got McNichol, Todischuk, Madsen, Damon, Brixa. There we go. Back to Damon on the draw. Todischuk gets it. Dumps that into the far corner. Madsen there. McNichol just holds it in. And Madsen trying to get out of the corner, out to Todischuk behind the net, and no one around the front for that pass. Dumped in by Notre Dame. Brixa back. Gonna try the other side, but held in at the blue. Now out to the red line. Schnur on the ice. Knocked away from her, and Brixa behind the net. Reverse to Durr, who's back from a big hit last game. Glad to see her healthy. Schnurr rubbed out. Able to keep control of the puck though. Barassa tipped, rebound, loose in front, and ends up in the corner. Back to Barassa. And Notre Dame able to carry it out. Offside. McNichol, Peck, Presley with Damon and Johns out. Damon gets it over to Johns' side. Pass bounces over her stick. Reverse to Damon. Another reverse. Bit of pressure from the Hounds. Damon tripped up in the corner. No arm up. Presley tripped in the neutral zone. Still no arm up. Damon with the puck, gonna carry up. Gets it up to McNichol. She's squeezed, but ends up still having the puck. And I believe that's Ella Walkeden out. AP. Goes by Brixa, and Exner's going to grab it on the far blue. Walkeden rubbed out. Annie Nimigears with good body position. Brixa to the far side. From the Hounds into the zone, long shot. Patterson makes a save. Loose puck behind the goal line. Hounds from the blue, long shot. Patterson saves. Rebound there, and it ends up in the net. I think it slid under Patterson. Hounds are up 1-0. Stuck with the puck. Bounces that in the zone. Nickel first there. Hounds flip it out to the neutral zone. Barassa going to get it. Finds McNichol in the middle. Breaking out. Intercepted. And Madsen puts it in from the red line. Jumped in by Notre Dame. Dan Chilla back to grab it. Over to Tomlin. Reverses around the Durr. Just out of zone. Good chip there by Durr. She's got Schnurr with her. Slides it over. Schnurr cuts to the net off the post. Hit the goalie stick, hit the post, and close chance. Brixa over to Danchilla. Pass a little ahead of Durr and chip back to the neutral zone. Bricks on the left side. Caught by Brassa, looking up the middle. Presley just missed it. McNichol trying to run out the ice. Pass out front, and Peck just got stick checked as he was trying to take a shot. Notre Dame skating in the zone. Offside again. John's over to Tomlin off the face-off. She steps up. Dumps it in and walk it in on that puck. Foot race in the middle. Tomlin able to get the puck away. Still loose though under Patterson's pad. Good skating there by Tomlin to keep up with the white player. Denchilla to dirt. Chips it around the players. She's got Schnurr with her again. Takes the high shot, but it doesn't hit the net. Rixa holds it in. Rixa holds it. Long shot. Pushed away. Now Damon keeps it. All the way to Bricks at the far blue. In the middle of Denchilla. Intercepted, but recovered by Damon. She's knocked down. Still no penalty. Letting them play. Ooh, out front. Shot goes high. Might have hit Patterson's blocker. Madsen to Tadas-Chuck. McNichol with it. Can't get through. Notre Dame into the zone. Long shot. Pushed into the corner. Touch there, no ice. Tadas-Chuck just about able to turn that over. Tomlin with it. She skates up ice. Tries to go all the way to Peck, and that one ends up under the goalie's glove. Exner knocks it down low. Notre Dame breaks out, touches a stick, goes all the way down. Patterson has to play it and cover up. 12:02 left in the first period. John's able to play the puck, not make it go out front. She reverses right to a Notre Dame player, but Patterson makes a save. And Walkeden covers the front of the net. Out of the zone. Annie with it. Hits a skate though. High shot over the net. Gammon able to grab it in the middle, but she's stick checked. Watson's shot goes wide. Here gets it to Schnurr. He gets around one, but can't get around the next one. Goldwings dumped it in. Dan Chilla skating hard for it. Notre Dame looking to break out. Lasso holds it at the red line. Knocked away by Durr. Rixa from the blue. Good long shot, loose out front. Schnurr trying to get a stick on it. Goes to the side. Durr tries to throw it out front, but goalie saves that. Notre Dame dumps it in. Just Brixa alone. Rasa to help now. McNichol along the blue. Penalty coming up here. Very confusing because Notre Dame, I think, got the penalty, but they blew the whistle when Black had the puck, so. Looks like it's too many players on Notre Dame regardless. We got Madsen, Durr, Peck, Barassa, Tomlin out. Hounds with a 2-on-1 shorthanded here. Good play by Barassa to take the puck away. Madsen carries up the left wing. McNichol, oh sorry, that's Tomlin. Tries to take a shot off a stick into the goalie's glove. Notre Dame able to get it out. Schnurr back to grab it. Versus to McNichol. Gammon tried to connect, but just missed the pass. Dumped back into the Goldwing zone. Chuck can't get by the player. Schnurr recovers it, and they're going to try to get in the zone here. Leaves it for Chuck. At the hash, back to Schnurr. Shot off a stick. Looked like some people wanted maybe an interference call there, but being pretty selective. Then Chilla. And goalie makes a save. And Gammon takes a whack and gets a push for it. Exner in for the face-off. 21 seconds left in the penalty. And covered up again. Down low in the corner, walking and putting pressure on it, but rung around. Notre Dame gets it out. Exner back. Gets it to Walkeden. Over to Brasso on the left side. Steps to the middle, back to the left side, and nice save by the Notre Dame goalie there. Loose puck out front. Walkeden in the corner, throws it back. Pack flying into the corner. Tomlin over to Madsen. Back to Johns. Down to Madsen. Notre Dame able to get it out. Johns back. Up to Madsen on the blue. Finds Peck in the middle. Presley has to help her out. Steps over. And shot into the bread basket of the Hounds goalie. Notre Dame breaking out, puck misses, goes to the far side, and that'll be icing. Back to Johns on the blue. Down to Danchilla. Can't cut to the net. Durr gets it somewhere down there. Now Damon steps up. That goes over the net. Johns holds out it. Durr cycles it. Gets it back. Danchilla comes out. Poke to Schnurr. And off the goalie's pads behind the goal line. Chipped out by the Hounds. Johns playing the body. He's got some speed going into the feet. Gets it back. Delays. Tries to put it in the zone, but gets the puck back. Should be offside on Todeszchuk there. Rixa over to Brassa. McNichol in the middle. Todeszchuk. McNichol. Madsen recovers it at the hash, puts it in deep. Good forecheck by Todeszchuk. Hounds able to recover. It's going all the way down, but might be skated out. Good stick by Bricks to push it away, and Madsen coming up the right wing. A lot of yelling for penalties, but they're not coming. Walkeden able to push it in. Tomlin winds up. Goalie's pad. John steps up. Into the corner. And he tackles on the far side, no penalty. Bounced around the neutral zone, Walkeden with it. comes into the Goldwings end. John's in the corner. Up off the glass, looking for McNichol. She's able to get there first. Presley from behind steps out front. Oh, just off the goalie's shoulder. She saw that top blocker side open. Just not needed it up another 3 or 4 inches. Steps out again. Same spot, but off the crossbar. Packed from the blue line, tipped right in front. And good pressure from the Goldwings. Just cannot turn that into a goal. Need one more Goldwing out there. Nope. Oh, discussion here with the referee. Probably the tackle down by the hash, I think. Pushed straight at the goalie there and covered up again. Pushed out off the draw. Bricks looking to regroup. Off a skate. She's able to get it back. Nope. And down trying to get there first. Over to Bricks' side. Oh, off the stick and good save by Patterson. And Chilla gets it out. She's got Schnurr with her. Shot off the pad, rebound goes to the corner. Bounces over Brass's stick. I think we got a penalty now. Hooking. On Dan Chilla. So with 2:52 left in the first, Goldwings are the apex penalty kill here. Exner, Peck, Tomlin, Brasso. Brassa able to get it down. Good stick by Exner. Another one by Toddyschuk. John steps up and dumps that into the zone. Madsen with pressure. And then Davin's going to fire it back in off a body. McNichol steps up, one-on-one, makes a move. Hauled down, but no arm up there. I'm surprised by that one. And John's ices up. Yeah, usually if you take away a scoring chance, but maybe they just, nothing really to call. Hounds coming in on the left side. John's trying to battle for that puck in the corner. Penalty about to expire in 5 seconds. Danchilla steps out, Exner into the zone. Nice move to the middle, off the goalie's mask and into the glove. Hounds goalies made some good saves this period. Five on five now. 45 seconds left in the period. Rixa fires it around behind the net. And here comes the Hounds. Turned around at the blue. Schnur up to Danchilla. She's got Peck with her. Peck to Schnur. Shot in the low glove with 18 seconds left on the clock. Goldwings did this against Regina Rebels on Wednesday. Scored late goals in 2 of the periods. So good push here at the end of the period to tie it up 1-1. Nice shot by Schnur, nice pass by Danchilla. Here's Todeszchuk. Stepping to the middle, can't quite keep control of it. Off Johns' skate. Nickel pushes in the zone. Buzzer about to go, and that'll do it for the first. Today's game sponsor is MNP, who also sponsors this YouTube channel. Big thanks to them. I'll put it in front of the camera here. Game day sponsor, MNP.
The Weyburn Goldwings sponsors, HB Environmental and Travel sponsors, Starting Line, Max Realty, Training sponsor, New Farm, Tournament sponsors, FXC, Hotel Exercise, Syngenta, Combination sponsor, Color Code, Nutrition sponsor, Have a Fellow Lives.
Okay, we'll see you in about 15 minutes for the second period. Okay, we're back for the second period. Shots after the first period. Goldwings got 16. Notre Dame got 6. But the score is 1-1. Here we are for the middle frame. Got McNichol, Madsen, Tadischuk bricks it down and bricks up to Tadischuk, held at the blue line. And Hounds into the zone. Shot hit a body there. Battle behind the net. McNichol in the corner. Up to Tadischuk trying to chip it by. But it stays in the end zone. Goes by Dam and 2 Hounds there. Good D by Brixa to hold it. Shot off the skate of Damon. Wrap-around attempt. Thrown up to Madsen. She gets into the Hound zone. Shot goes wide. Barassa blocked the shot. Tadischuk grabs it from her, but stuck in her skates, just chips it out of the zone. Hounds pass, Hounds coming in. Schnurr up the dirt. He chips it down ice. And John's trying to dump back in, hit a skate. And Chilla tripped up in the neutral zone. No arm up. John's up the board. Schnurr trying to take a whack at it. Just into the Hound zone. Weyburn goes to the bench. Got all the way down, but Patterson has to play it. She'll cover that up. Give it off the draw. Axner up to Presley. And that's dumped in, just missing the Lions person. Axner gets as far as the blue, gets the puck back to the hash. Poked away from her. John's gonna reset. Hits a body. Whoa! Stick in the face for Kinley. I don't think the referee saw it at all. I don't know if there was a follow through. Officials deliberating there as to stick came up, kind of ended up under the helmet of Damon. Just don't know how it got there. Yeah, I think it was kind of a follow through. Like it wasn't an intentional spear or anything. Seems like it was probably just a follow through from the dump in that got the stick high, and so no penalty on the plate. Walkerton in the corner. Dan Chilla helping out. Long shot, Patterson makes the save. Rixa to the far side. Might bounce in on net. And Notre Dame goalie covers that. Back to Bricks off the face-off. Down to Madsen, slips under her shot. Her stick didn't get the shot away. Nickel holds it in. And again, off a skate and out. Tautuschuk in the neutral zone. Finds Madsen on the left side. She puts it in down behind the net. Johns catches up, but comes over to the left side. Patterson saves that one. Stepping out front here, no one there. And Notre Dame scores their second goal. Notre Dame into the zone again. Shot saved by Patterson. There with the puck. John's back looking way up ice, but that's caught in the middle. John's behind the net. Patterson covers that. Long shot, Patterson makes the save. Exner's going to try the other side. Held in by the Hounds. Drexler steps up, able to get it to Exner in the middle. Up to Damon on the boards. Drop pass to Exner. Damon steps out front and just misses on the side. Big hit in the middle, someone down.
Notre Dame second goal, scored by number 13, Mila Boost, assisted by number 9, No penalty on the play.
Annie in on the left side. Throws it out front. Push back into the corner, walk it in there, gets it to McNichol behind the net. McNichol pass, and Todeszchuk gets that in over the glove. 2-2. Good pass by McNichol. Todeszchuk, I think she didn't really get all of the shot away. It kind of just floated in up over the glove, but it worked well. Bit of a change-up. Todeszchuk coming over the red line. Johns at the blue. Just hits the skate. Madsen turns it over though. And here come the Hounds. Good stick by Damon to hold that back. Long shot off the blocker way up. Johns pushes it over. Schnurr with it through the neutral zone. It's getting physical. Line's pushed all the way down to the corner. Brexa back at her blue line. And Hounds able to grab it. Danchilla up to Durr. And breaks it back. Lots of bashing and crashing out here today. Another hit. I don't know why they're not calling penalties, but Heck comes in and just misses glove side. Tomlin at the red line. Exner with the puck on the right wing. Low shot. John's down in the corner. Wesley looking for options. Gets it far side to Johns. She finds Annie. Long shot. Save and goes into the corner. John steps up and hits the goalie high. Rebound there. Tomlin with it at the blue. Penalty coming up here. It's going to be a power play for the Goldwings. Head contact.
This power play is brought to you by Weyburn.
2 minutes for head contact. Weyburn Credit Union power play got McNichol, Danchilla, Todeszchuk, Schnurr, and Damon out. Damon over to Schnurr, down to McNichol. Schnurr from the top, tipped, hits a foot though. Damon steps in. I think she hit the side of the net. Damon in the corner. Out to Schnurr. Over to Damon. Shot, goalie save. Danchilla to McNichol. Looking for an opening, hits a body. Todeszchuk. McNichol back to Schnurr. They play catch. Damon back to Schnur. That sharp angle shot. Player down in the corner. Schnur, rebound, covered. Lots of good shots on that first minute and 4 seconds, but can't beat the goalie yet. Madsen, Peck, Durr out with Barassa and Tomlin. Madsen behind the net. Gets it to Tomlin at the blue. Barassa back to Tomlin. All the way across, and Durr just misses the one-timer. Couldn't get all of it. Peck from the top of the circle, and goalie saves that. Looks like PP1's coming back out here. McNichol gets it over to Danchilla. Drop pass to McNichol. Down to Todeszchuk. Going for a lap, hard shot, but it hit Danchilla. Nickel cross ice to Damon. Just 5 seconds left in the penalty. Down to McNichol. Up to Schnur. To McNichol. Shot. Glove rebound. Todeszchuk behind the net. Danchilla with the puck. Danchilla. Pass intercepted. Like to keep those tired white players out if you can. Intercepted by Tomlin, but recovered by the Hounds. John's off the glass. Annie Niemigears cross ice to Walkaden. Drops it back to Exner at the hash marks. She can't quite get to the front of the net. Tomlin shot block. Takes another one, and that rebound ends up under the goalie. .7:28 left in the second period. Nice win by Madsen back to Tomlin. Rims it around. Bounces over Peck's stick. Johns holds it in, but Hounds recover. And another good stick by Madsen. She walks in. Can't quite cut to the net. Tomlin up high. Tried to get to Presley. She just deflected towards the net. Drop pass to Peck. Back to Madsen. Back to Tomlin. Johns rims it around. And Peck's tripped. No arm up. Goldwings changing, but Presley put the pressure on. Now Schnur with it over the blue. She's pushed away to the boards. Now Barassa's tripped. Tripping on 22. for the Hounds. BP1 out. Had lots of good shots last power play, but looking to put one behind the goalie this time. Nice win back to Schnurr. To Danchill in the middle. Off a couple feet from Damon's shot. McNichol from the right side. Down to Todischuk. Give and go. It's loose, bouncing around, but whistle goes. Face off back to Damon. McNichol to Schnurr. We go back and forth. Nickel steps up, low shot wide. Whoops. Hounds coming in. Danchilla. Gets it to Todischuk. Up to McNichol. Over to Schnurr. Danchilla caught the pass but couldn't get a shot away. All the way across. Gammon misses high. Todischuk trying to hit Danchill in the middle, but got tipped just before it got to it. .30 seconds left in the power play. Axner takes a shot, but it goes off his stick. Tomlin bounces it over to Axner. Up to Madsen. And nice play by Madsen, but beat everyone. Oh, puck's in the net. I don't know how it trickled through the goalie. Notre Dame goalie saying no goal, or coach is saying no goal, but so the goal counts. Weyburn pulls ahead 3-2 for the first time in this game. Tomlin bounces it out to the neutral zone. Back on it. Hounds in. Danchilla with it now. And offside on the Hounds.
Weyburn Goldwings, their goals for Chelsea
That was a beautiful skate up the ice by Madsen. I said she beat everyone except the goalie, but that was not true. She shot it hard enough to trickle through the goalie as well. Icing on the Hounds. Annie back to Johns. She dumps that into the zone. Back behind the net. Loose puck for Annie. Gets it to Exner. Off to go Hounds goalie. Johns runs someone into the boards. No penalty there. And a big hit there. No penalty. Seems like they're going to PWHL rules. They're allowed to hit a lot of the time. Shot over the net. Exner gets it to Annie. Off the boards and out. And then Walkeden dumps it in. Barassa over to Brixa. Gets it to McNichol in the middle. Looking for Barassa at the blue line. Out to Brixa. She gets it to Todeszchuk. To Madsen, top of the circle. Loose puck, rebound. Cleared away by the Hounds. Goldwings finding some energy this time. Brixa looking way up ice. Todeszchuk just can't quite hold on to the pass. Hounds, sharp angle off the goalie's helmet. And Madsen pokes it by the Hounds player. Dumps that in. Comes out. Back to Johns at the far blue. Ranchilla offside. Durr carries in. Durr able to keep some pressure on. Durr back to Johns. Steps up. Back to Durr. Pass out front. Hits the goalie's pad. Hounds clear it. Poke down in on Patterson. She covers that for a whistle. 40 seconds left in the period. Brixa behind the net. Finds Presley. She looks up the middle to McNichol, but it bounces over her stick. No ice. She comes out of the corner with it. That bounces out, and Brixa just dumps it back in. And that'll do it for the second period. 3-2 for your Goldwings. They score 2 in this period. Notre Dame gets 1. I'll let you know what the shots are when we come back from intermission. Thanks to SurePoint Group for sponsoring the intermission. We'll see you soon. Hey, shots after the second period are 31 for the Goldwings, 13 for the Hounds. Scores 3-2. We got McNichol, Todischuk, Madsen, Damon, Brixa out. And here we go for the last period of this game. Damon over to Brixa. McNichol chips it in. Reverse to McNichol. Madsen finds Todischuk. Save off the blocker. Good early chance by the Goldwings. Todischuk cycles down to Madsen. Hounds recover it at the hash marks and bounce that to the red line. Funny bounce off the glass there. Madsen down low. Up to Damon. McNichol. That's pass is knocked away. Madsen turns up the other way. She's stick checked. She'll reset back to Brixa. Finds Madsen. And that's dumped in at the red line. New set of forwards out. And D. And Brasa has to reset. And another regroup. Tomlin up the right side. No ice. Brasa to Schnur. Schnur to Presley. That holds it in. John's trying to keep it. 3 Hounds, 3-on-1 here. And a good poke check by Damon and a good skate stop there too. Oh, she catches an edge. Hounds dumped that in. John's up to Peck, over to McNichol. Trying to get through the middle, but she's turned around. Nexner up the left wing. Did a full lap there of the offensive zone. Drops it for Brixa. Across to Brasa. Back to Brixa. Shot off a skate right on Annie's stick, but bounced away from her before she could shoot. Exner again. Puts that in on net. That's covered up. One back to Brixa. She wipes out trying to step to the middle, but chips it down to Madsen. She loses it at the hash marks. Thrown to the middle where Brasa intercepts, so she's got pressure. And a hooking penalty coming up. Power play for the Goldwings, sponsored by Weyburn Credit Union. To the boards. Hounds. Push back to Schnur. McNichol and Schnur playing catch. Now McNichol and Todd is check. Oh, right out front. Loose puck at the hash mark. Stopped by Schnur. Over to Damon. Across ice to McNichol. One-timer goes wide. Damon. Down to Todd is check all the way up to Schnur. Across to McNichol. Down to Todeszchuk, steps into the high slot. Reverses. McNichol fires a high one. Goes up into the mesh. I think it hit the goalie's glove. PP2 steps on with 1:17 left in the power play. Held in by Peck. Giving back to Barassa. Over to Tomlin. Cross ice to Peck, but off a stick and wide. Off Barassa's skate. Hounds with some chance at the net. Sharp angle shot stopped by Patterson. Ooh. No trip there, they're saying. Tomlin to Madsen. Drop to Durr. Makes a move and into the goalie's chest protector. PP1 back out for the last 21 seconds of the power play. Nickel back to Damon. Schnur to McNichol. Schnur from the point. Gets it to McNichol again. Penalty just about to expire. From the net, I'm not sure where we're at. Up into the netting. Few shots, couldn't capitalize on that power play. 14-12 left in the third. Back to Johns, fires one. Goalie's gonna cover that up. One back, and he grabs it, fires it towards the net. Grab it back to Johns. Cross to Tomlin, but bounces off her skate and out of his own. Johns back to grab it. Looking up ice. Bounce pass to Axner. He got a stick on it, so no ice. Heck holds it in, walk it in, puts it deep. Ooh, just misses Johns, but Rick's able to help out. There goes Peck. Barassa. Rick's up. And Hounds into the zone. Nickel in the corner, trying to work up ice, using her feet. Able to get out of the zone and takes a big hit right at the blue line. Referees deliberating. Madsen behind the net on the power play here. Oh, to Exner. Shot blocked. Exner recovers. Dur at the hash. Shot right in front, and Madsen's there, but goalie covers that.
Bowing to number 13 on the loose, 2 minutes to serve, 12-28. 13 loose, 2 minutes to serve.
Damon all the way across to Madsen. Danchilla in the middle can't get the shot away. One-on-one here with Schnurr. Shot hits the stick and the glass. Ooh, high stick there. .50 seconds on this power play. 11:18 left in the third. Brasa across to Tomlin. Off Peck sticking into the zone. All the way over to Dirt. And her shot hits a foot. Rasa down the dirt. Down low to Exner. Wrap around the temp stopped, and that's shot all the way down. Brasa behind the net with some pressure out, gets it up to Dirt. Low shot pushed away by the Hounds goalie into the corner. Brasa from the blue. Exner, and that pass is intercepted. Tomlin and Brasa able to get in, and stick got caught in the skates for a trip. So Weyburn to go straight from a power play to a penalty kill. Madsen, Danchilla, Johns, and I think Damon. Yep. Out of the zone off the face-off. Good work by Madsen and knocked away and put it down the ice. And that's shot out by Danchilla. Hounds come up ice. Move at the blue line. And Patterson makes a nice save, puck in the air. And the Exeter are able to get that down. Nice save by Patterson. Whose stick is whose? 10 seconds left in the penalty kill. And off a skate and out of the zone. Penalty ends. Patterson saves, rebounds there, makes a second save. Pass out front. Brixa using her skate to clear it. Got 3D on the ice. Schnurr. And I think Tomlin's going back to the box here for another trip. Madsen wins it back, rims that around, held in, nope. Oh, Madsen grabs the puck, she's in a foot race. And she draws a penalty, so we'll have 4-on-4. Oh, he's saying penalty shot. Penalty shot for Chelsea Madsen there. You don't know whether you'd rather have the penalty or the penalty shot, but we'll see after the penalty shot happens. If you score, it was a good result. If you don't, you might have wanted the penalty instead. Oh, and goalie slides right into the net. Made the save, but slid back, and the goal is good for the fourth goal by the Goldwings. They'll still have to kill off a minute 46 of this penalty, but they're up by 2. Pass across, but the shot goes wide. Out to the blue line. Nice block there. Shot there and a tip, and it goes in. Four, 3. 7:01 left in the period. This is McNichol heading off the ice from her hit earlier.
Weyburn Goldwings, fourth goal scored by Notre Chelsea Hounds.
Hounds come out of the zone. Danchilla trying to pressure that puck. Rixa pushes it out. Penalty against the Hounds. I didn't see behind the play. There's a battle with Danchilla, head contact. Madsen wins it back. Schnurr with the puck. Gets it to Danchilla. Now Schnurr. Over to Madsen. Down to Todeszchuk. Pass across, right in front of the net. Hounds able to ice it. Madsen just over the blue. Puck comes out. And dumped in by Madsen, but forwards go to the bench. Barassa over to Tomlin. All the way up to Peck. Peck drops it to Durr. Tomlin. Low shot directed into the corner. Axner coming out. Down the Durr, back to Barassa. Shot just wide on the blocker side. Hounds ice that out. Just 10 seconds left in the power play. And another penalty coming up against the Hounds. Going to play 5-on-6 for a little while. .419 left in the third. Timeout. You win? I hope so. I think it's at the penalty box, isn't it? Oh. Oh, hey, another power play. Madsen, Danchilla, Todeszchuk, Damon, Schnur out. One back to Schnur. Madsen back to Schnur. They're playing catch. Down to Todeszchuk and Madsen. Can't get to Danchilla. Todeszchuk resets to the blue line. Over to Damon. All the way across to Madsen. Passed out front. Tipped on net. Rebound goes behind the net. Damon down low. He's wrestled to the ground. No penalty. 3 Goldwings trying to dig it out. Todeszchuk able to grab it. Madsen to Schnur. Back to Madsen. Shot blocked. Oh, pass across to Madsen just got tipped. Todeszchuk gets it back at the blue. Danchilla. Tip back out to Schnur. And that one's cleared. Penalty with 12 seconds left. Danchilla up to Durr with fresh legs. Cuts to the middle. And she puts it home with 5 seconds left in the power play. Nice move by Durr. Nice finish. A little bit of security. With 2:18 left in the third period. Tomlin in her zone. Presley over the blue. She gets checked. Exner puts it in deep. Hounds with some numbers. Good block there. Puck loose out front, and Presley grabs that, turns it up ice. Dumps that into the zone. Peck able to steal it away. Johns from her end. Up to Walkenden. Johns dumps that in. That'll be covered up with a minute and 3 seconds left. New Black.
Goldwings with goal. For number 10, Julian Durr, assisted by number 4, Mark Blanchard, and goal 2-8.
Johns dumps that back in the zone. Intercepted by Schnurr. And she draws a penalty and falls into the goaltender. Another hooking. Madsen, Schnurr, Todeszchuk, Barassa, Tomlin. Back to Barassa, fires a low shot. Rebound there. And I think it was Madsen that put it in on the rebound. Yes, it was. Someone threw a hat on the ice. So another power play goal there. "22 seconds left in the game. Shot saved by Patterson. So Goldwings able to pull away in the third period for a 6-3 win. Game got pretty physical. And we're back here tomorrow, 1 p.m. Thanks for watching this evening, and we'll see you tomorrow afternoon. Big thanks to MNP for sponsoring this YouTube channel, and go G-Wings. I don't know what the final shots were, but Goldwings had a lot.
That was a good one, Paul. They didn't play well. They did